Consider Spotify. As of early 2024, the company has over 615 million active users. But more than half of them, around 376 million people, don't pay a single dollar for the service. Or think about Dropbox. The file hosting service is used by over 700 million registered users. Yet the vast majority of them operate within the limits of a free account, never entering their credit card information. This creates a paradox. How do you generate tens of billions in revenue when the majority of your user base pays you nothing? How does a strategy built on free become one of the most powerful and disruptive business models of the digital age? That is the question we are answering today. We are unlocking the hidden mechanics of the freemium model. The term freemium was coined in 2006 by venture capitalist Fred Wilson. It's a simple portmanteau of the words free and premium. The concept is straightforward. Offer a basic version of your product for free, forever, with the hope that a small fraction of your free users will eventually become paying customers for an enhanced, premium version. This model is not just a pricing strategy. It's a complete reimagining of marketing, sales, and customer acquisition. Its power can be broken down into three strategic pillars. The first pillar is the complete removal of the biggest barrier to trying a new product, the price. In traditional business, acquiring a customer is expensive. Companies spend billions of dollars on advertising, marketing campaigns, and sales teams just to get a potential customer to pay attention. The freemium model turns this on its head. It uses the product itself as the primary marketing tool. The word free is the most powerful call to action in marketing. It eliminates risk and decision fatigue for the consumer. You don't have to wonder if Spotify is worth $10 a month. You can just try it, with no commitment. You don't have to read reviews to see if Dropbox is a good file storage solution. You can simply sign up and start using it. This allows freemium companies to achieve a scale of adoption that is simply impossible with a paid-only model. Instead of fighting for thousands of paying customers, they can attract millions of free users. In the digital world, the cost of serving one more free user is often close to zero. This is a concept known as zero marginal cost. Once the software is built, letting another person download it costs the company practically nothing in terms of production. This turns every user into a potential marketer. When you share a Spotify playlist with a friend, you are acting as an unpaid salesperson for the company. When you share a Dropbox link with a colleague, you are introducing them to the product ecosystem. The free tier acts as a massive, self-perpetuating marketing engine, driving brand awareness and user growth at a fraction of the cost of traditional advertising. Attracting millions of free users is only the first step. The true genius of the freemium model lies in how it converts a percentage of those free users into paying subscribers. This brings us to the second pillar, the carefully engineered limitations of the free product. The goal of a successful freemium offering is to create a delicate balance. The free version must be good enough to be valuable and useful on its own. If it's too restrictive or crippled, users will simply abandon it. But it must also be just limited enough to make the premium version a compelling upgrade for the most engaged users. These limitations are not flaws. They are strategic features designed to create a gentle, persistent friction. Think about Spotify's free tier. You can listen to almost any song you want, which is an incredible value proposition. But this value comes with specific trade-offs. You have to listen to advertisements. You can't download music for offline listening. On mobile, you have a limited number of skips per hour and are forced to listen on shuffle mode for most playlists. For a casual listener, these trade-offs are perfectly acceptable. But for a power user, someone who listens for hours every day, who wants to build specific playlists for the gym, or who needs to listen on the subway without an internet connection, these limitations become increasingly frustrating. The ads interrupt the flow. The inability to skip a song you dislike becomes annoying. The need for offline access becomes critical. At some point, the perceived pain of the free version outweighs the $10 cost of the premium version. The user essentially sells the product to themselves. The same principle applies to Dropbox. The free 2 GB storage limit is generous enough to store documents and a few photos. But as you use the service more, your needs grow. You start saving larger files, videos, project folders, high-resolution photos. Soon, you hit the storage ceiling. You're faced with a choice: either go through the tedious process of deleting old files, or pay a monthly fee for a massive increase in storage. For anyone who has integrated Dropbox into their workflow, the decision is simple. The convenience is worth the cost. This is the value ladder. The free product gets you on the first rung. Then, the company's goal is to make the next rung, the premium version, so appealing that you willingly choose to climb. This leads to the final, and most misunderstood, pillar of the freemium model: the economics of a low conversion rate. A common assumption is that a freemium business needs to convert a large percentage of its free users to be successful. In reality, the opposite is often true. For most software-as-a-service companies, a conversion rate from free to paid of just 2 to 5% is considered a huge success. This means that for every 100 free users, the business only needs 2 to 5 of them to become paying customers. The 95 to 98% of users who never pay are not a failure of the model. They are a crucial and intentional part of it. This massive base of free users serves several vital functions. As we've discussed, they are the word-of-mouth marketing engine. They also provide valuable data and user feedback that the company can use to improve the product. And in some cases, like with Spotify, their attention is monetized through advertising. The revenue generated from this small minority of paying whales or power users is so significant that it subsidizes the cost of the entire free ecosystem. Let's look at Spotify's numbers again. In early 2024, they had 239 million premium subscribers. While this is only about 39 of their total user base, that 39 generated over €11.5 billion in revenue in 2023. The other 61 of users, the free ones, generated just €1.7 billion through advertising. The paying minority provides the vast majority of the profit. Because the freemium model allows these companies to operate at such an immense scale, even a small percentage of paying users translates into hundreds of millions of people, generating billions of dollars in high-margin, recurring subscription revenue. And that is the secret. That is the core insight of the freemium model. The free product isn't actually the product. It is a sophisticated, automated, and incredibly scalable customer acquisition funnel. The business isn't about giving something away for free. It's about creating the largest possible pool of potential leads, and then building a product so good that it sorts those leads for you. The free users are not customers, they are prospects in a perpetual trial period. The product itself does the work of a salesperson. It demonstrates its own value over time. And through its own limitations, it identifies the users who need it most. The goal isn't to force every user to pay. The goal is to make the journey from free to paid a logical and voluntary step for the users who get the most value from the service. The brilliance of the model is that it replaces the high costs and friction of a traditional sales process with a self-service system. There are no sales calls, no demos, no high-pressure tactics. There is only a product that slowly and methodically proves its own worth. The real product isn't the software, it's the conversion engine. The freemium strategy represents a fundamental shift in business philosophy. It moves away from hunting for customers and toward a model of farming them. You plant a seed with the free product and nurture the relationship over time, allowing the most engaged users to grow into valuable, long-term subscribers. This model is built on a foundation of confidence. It requires a company to believe so strongly in the value of its premium product that it's willing to let millions of people use the basic version for free, indefinitely. It's a powerful lesson in modern business. In the digital economy, the best way to sell a product is often to stop selling it. Instead, you can create an experience so compelling that your customers will eventually sell it to themselves. If you learn something new, hit the like button and subscribe for more strategy breakdowns. And let us know in the comments, what company's strategy should we unlock next?